Good morning. It's Valerie, otherwise known as Chick Picker. How's everyone doing today? Oh, it's Friday. That's a good thing, right? That's what I said. I don't know why, because we work every day, but that's okay. I love what I do. A lot of people don't understand that. So, wow, I didn't realize I put oh, maybe I didn't. Huh, that was kind of weird. Like the title of the show came up and it was all caps. I was like, I don't remember doing that. I don't remember being pissed off or yelling when I was writing that, but whatever. I sound okay, everyone? Oh my goodness. It's Friday and is it Friday? I think it is Friday. Come on, guys, help me out. I think it's Friday, this April 6th. I don't even know what day it is anymore. Philip says, sounds good. Okay, that's good. It is April 6th, right? Okay. All right. Just checking. Oh my gosh. I have been completely out of the loop for like the last 2 days because I've been doing inventory. I've been lost. But it's still going. It's still coming along. I'm still doing it. So that's a good thing. I just keep telling myself if you do it, it'll be better, you know. I am about 21 totes in. So, I noticed yesterday that uh, I don't want to say that my will is near the end, but um, or that my will was kind of waning a little bit. But you know, I just kept at it, kept doing it, kept going, and again I actually stopped last night about 10. Went to bed pretty early, about 10:30, 11, which is early for me. And because usually, like the night before, I went to bed at 1. So it was pretty rough. And right now, I'm not doing any listing. I'm just like revamping um, my listings. I'm not doing any new listings. So, and it's affecting sales. I can see it, so that sucks. But it is what it is. Nothing I can do about it. It's just, the way it is. So, I'm hoping I'm going to work all weekend on it. I'm not going to say when I'm going to get done because I have no idea. But, I'm going to keep working on it, keep going. And tonight is usually my late night. So I usually stay up pretty late. Um, I mean, later than midnight, which is midnight's pretty late too. But so I'm hoping I can put a couple more hours into it and really work to get it done. That's what the hope. That's what I'm hopeful for anyway. I don't know if that'll happen or not, but it's gotta happen. We gotta make it work. Gotta make it happen. Could you squeeze in like 5 new listings each day while finishing up going through inventory overhaul, maybe to keep the sales flowing? Yeah, probably. Well, Yeah, I probably could. Um, I probably could do that. Um, that's probably what I just don't want to. I don't want to mess the inventory part of it up, though. Which I guess it wouldn't if I was especially if I was doing like items that um, maybe I can do that. Maybe go through the unlisted items that I'm finding and list those. That might work, and then I could just put on the inventory sheet, listed or something to that effect. I mean, I don't want to mess up the whole inventory process, but I also don't want to, go without sales either. So, yeah, that's definitely an issue. Um, but let's see here. So, yeah, I don't know where everybody's at this morning. But how are you doing it? Did you print off what's listed? Yeah, basically, okay, so Hank says that way the unlisted items get listed little by little, and you still have a little bit going up active every day to keep activity level in store. Yeah, yeah. Morning, Todd.
Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning.
Sherry said, yeah, what I did is I printed off what's listed, and also because I have a large number of unlisted ended items, so I printed those off also. So basically, that way I could check to make sure that those things are there also. That's what I did while moving, and then the months ensuing reorganizing. I had to cut back on listings just due to less time while overhauling everything. It started with my unlisted stuff going up. Yeah. Hey, Mike. So what's going on? Hi, Laurie.
Good morning.
How are you?
All right.
Good.
Still alive and kicking, just not as high.
You ain't no rocket this morning?
Nope. Nope.
Oh. Oh my gosh. Bridget and Hank. So what's your story? You gotta tell us the story, Todd.
Which one?
What happened yesterday?
Oh, well, it was an eventful day.
Oh, okay.
I went to rummage sale and I paid too much for some sterling silver lot that I was bidding on.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, it cost $160.
Well, that's not bad.
And yeah, but I going through it and I'm going, yeah, there's probably only about $350 worth of net in it. So I'm like, it's a doubler, but it's not.
It's not a home run.
Well, I was going to stop bidding at 125, but then the devil got a hold of me.
That old
Uh, and then while I was there, I got a pair of Luke Casey boots.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, these are the
What's the name?
Luke Casey.
Luke Casey.
Yeah. Lucchese. Let's see if I can
Ah,
get you a picture of their logo here.
okay.
Hang on.
They look fancy.
They are. Yeah. Can you see that?
Yeah.
Lucchese. Anyway, these are step up boots. So they'll sell for about 150 on eBay, and they cost 26.
Nice.
So that'll be a tripler.
Yeah.
And then I got a whole bunch of stuff at the. Well, not a whole bunch. A bunch of stuff at the rummage sale or the estate sales.
Mm-hmm.
Look, I got granny racers.
What the heck?
It's like a slot car set,
Cool.
except instead of slot cars, you got grannies racing around on wheelchairs. Isn't that funny?
That'll be me.
That is pretty funny, actually.
Yeah, I paid $6, which is probably way too much, but I just had to have it. I mean,
Yeah.
I hope it works. They're battery operated, so I hope the batteries haven't been left in and it's all corroded up.
Yeah.
It's taped shut, so I didn't get it out and test it or anything.
Yeah, it's one of those things that you just have to take a, just because of the content matter, you got to get it.
Yeah. And I picked up this game. It's called Crude, the oil game. And it looks like a shelf book, but there's like a board game inside.
Oh.
And while I was at the estate auction, I looked this up on eBay.
Mm-hmm.
And somebody's selling one for like $400.
Holy moly.
And I'm like, what? And it's in pretty well. The box is in kind of a little bit of a rough shape.
Mm-hmm.
But a bunch of the cards and stuff are not punched out, so it's not used up, I don't think. I haven't checked for parts or anything yet. It's pretty good. It's got like it looks like something you would put on your lawyer book wall, but it's got like a magnet.
Oh, cool.
Close.
A closure?
Yep. Anyway, there's kind of what the layout looks like when you get it set up.
Never heard of the game.
I didn't either, but I was just messing around in their game closet at the estate sale.
Mm-hmm.
And just
What'd you pay for that?
looking up stuff. Either $6 or $8. I don't remember. I think it was 6.
Mm-hmm. Well, you should do good on that.
Yeah, I mean, even if I only make $50-$60 off of it, that's. And I don't generally. I mean, we were talking about this yesterday. Some I don't remember who with, but don't generally get board games because they don't make much money and they're a hassle and they're hard to ship.
Right.
One board game you need to look for is called Shut the Box. It's a drinking game. And it's from either Ireland or Scotland. I got one a year ago from a friend. Just give it to me, and I sold it for $65.
Nice.
So and the older they are, the more you make for
them.
Mm-hmm. This is a Elegance case. Elegance. I don't know. I don't know the brand name. And it's like a jewelry tote, but it's brand new in the box.
Cool.
Just bought pretty little earrings and necklaces and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
That was $4. Probably be a $20 bill.
Yeah.
Then I got this jewelry, Vicky Vici by Wolf Designs.
Huh.
And it was also $4, and it's kind of a jewelry keeper. It's like a traveling jewelry keeper thing.
Yeah.
Both these are leather, so they're like pretty neat quality, and neither one of them has ever been used.
Right. That's good.
They're still in their original boxes. So those are pretty neat. Oh, there's scan bars. I wonder if there's one on eBay. Here, let me get out my scanner. Am I boring y'all yet?
No.
Oh yeah, you were the one showing clothes, so I don't feel.
Oh my gosh.
I'm just teasing. I love clothes. Let's see. Nope, no search results found. So I'll have the only one on eBay. What else did I get? Oh, for personal use, I got the new Wave pizza server.
Oh, there you go.
So you cut it, and it's got a spatula, all in the same tool.
Wow.
Or I could sell it. These are selling on eBay for like $12.
Yeah.
And it's brand new in the package. Let's
Cool.
see. And of course, I had to get a couple of watches to fiddle with. I haven't even looked at any of this much.
Hey, John.
Got this little.
And Philip said Avalon Hill makes bookcase strategy games. You should check the value of them if you see them. Pretty much any bookcase game.
I got a B brooch. B brooch.
The brooch.
Yeah, it wasn't very much. Didn't see a maker, but it looks gold plated to me, so I got it.
Yeah.
Take a chance.
Yeah.
This is. I probably paid too much for this watch. This was $10. Let's see. I look at it. Gruen, Gruen women's watch. It's got the crystals around the edge, and I think it's gold plated. No, not gold plated, just gold tone.
Yeah.
Anyway, Gruen's a pretty good name brand for a watch. Gruen. And I got this watch for $8. This is a Citizen Eco Drive. Ladies'
Those are pretty
watches.
nice, right?
It's pretty scratched up, but the name Citizen Eco Drive is pretty famous.
Mm-hmm.
So if it's working, which I think I'll put a battery in it right now and see. Anyway, yeah, I got a whole bunch of sterling to clean up and get through and list. This is a big old piece of Taxco Mexico jewelry.
Mm-hmm.
What do you call that? Black onyx.
Mm-hmm.
It's a big old honking brooch. Or there's a thing on it, you could wear it as a pendant.
Oh, cool.
Put a chain on it. Or you can wear it, it's got a pin, you can wear it like a brooch.
Yeah.
Or you can stick that pin through your nose, you know, like a nose ring. Have that hanging off your nose. That's a pretty big piece to hang off
That
your
would
nose.
hurt.
It
That
would.
would be painful. Morning, Sally.
So I got sterling rings, sterling cross. Yeah, bunch of new crap to play with and list.
Yep.
And that's my story.
Good.
And then when I got home,
I missed it.
Sorry.
Oh.
Yeah, you can watch the replay. It's not too boring. Yeah. Hank Allen said I should demonstrate the pendant in the nose thing. So I ordered bubble wrap, right?
Right.
And I thought I was getting 4 rolls of however much per roll, right? 700 feet of bubble wrap. But no, it came in this monster size. Can you see that? Look at that sucker.
Yeah, I got one of those too.
It's like, what? Where am I going to put that? That's like 3.5 feet tall.
Yep.
Yeah, it's probably 700 feet of bubble wrap, but
all in one roll.
What the heck? I thought I was getting 4 rolls that would be manageable, but no. Look at that. Yeah, the mother of all bubble wraps. So I got bubble wrap.
You know what I did with mine is I tore several pieces off, long pieces, and put them in a box, and then I put the big roll in the garage.
Yeah, I think
I didn't have any room for mine either.
I think I kept 2 or 3 of the tubes from the old rolls, and I'll probably just roll some onto those.
We had some big ones like that where I used to work, and we wrapped our boss's car in it.
Oh my gosh.
Completely all around it. It took him an hour to get into his car.
Oh my gosh.
Wow.
Oh my gosh. That's awful, Mike. He said, good news, I got a new printer. Bad news, the surge that burnt my printer also burnt my USB ports on my laptop. Guess what? I'm still writing handwriting labels.
Oh, yay.
Oh my gosh. Lord. So what are you going to do? Are you going to, does that mean you're going to get a new computer?
Will your printer work with Wi-Fi?
Oh, that's true. If it's a Wi-Fi computer, you wouldn't have to have it plugged in, would you?
Wi-Fi printer.
Oh, that Bridget says your house insurance should cover that.
Yeah, after the deductible.
Well, that's true too.
Why is Sherry calling me Sally Ann?
I don't know. I don't know.
I'm all right. I'm just really super tired today.
Yeah.
I'm broke.
Did they break you this week?
Yeah, they did.
I'm broken.
You're the knucklehead, Dwayne. Good morning.
Morning, Dwayne.
Knuckleheads. What? Just for that, I ain't buying anything tonight. Well, I might because
it's not tonight.
Yeah, there is one tonight.
There's a special
Oh, there
one.
is?
There's a special one for Chad's grandson.
Of course there would be on a night that I have to work. Dwayne, we need to schedule this around my schedule. Come on now.
Oh, don't worry about it, Sally. You're not going to be able to outbid me anyway. So.
That's true, Todd.
That's a great challenge.
You're too fancy.
No, it's fancy.
Fancy. Barney just attacked me. I don't know where he came from. I just had a Barney doll attack me.
Oh.
I don't know where it came from.
That's fun.
He says, just send me all your money and we'll call it good.
Oh my gosh.
You talking to Sally or me? Or both of us?
Probably you.
Probably both y'all.
Yeah.
I ain't got no money, so you're shit out of luck there, Dwayne.
Well, I don't either.
Yeah.
I'm writing a check today to the IRS.
He says everybody.
That means it really sucks administration.
Yep.
Golly.
You'll be all right.
Yeah, I'm just a little broke. I came home and was just playing on my phone. There's this big scandal thing going on in our town. These meth heads and stuff, and there's just a lot of stuff happening with that. And so I was looking on because the Roscommon County Sheriff, they posted a thing on Facebook, and so everybody's commenting and saying other names and stuff like that, and it's getting real juicy,
Oh, I'm sure.
And so I was just looking at that, and I ended up falling asleep. And Brandon tried to get me to go breakfast with them, and I wouldn't go. So he just brought breakfast back for me, but I fell asleep, and so I only slept like maybe 30 minutes or something, and he woke me up. Just like, I don't even want breakfast now. I just want to go to sleep.
Just let me go to sleep. Poor thing.
I'll be all right. Dwayne wants to know if you had to mortgage your house, Todd.
God dang. I saved a bunch of money back to pay my taxes like a good, honest American. But I didn't save enough, man. I didn't count on... I looked at my Boosh Majigger from PayPal 1099, and I was like, holy crap, I sold more than I thought I did in 2017. Oh my God, where am I going to come up with tax money now to pay the man? And I was like, I don't know. So I'm scrambling. I about got it straightened out, but I was like, crap, where's this coming from? Oh man. But then I'm just a whiner, so
yeah, we know. We're used to it.
Hi, Tim. Morning, why nots? Morning, Dwayne.
Hi, Tim.
I haven't done any shout outs.
You're just too profitable, Todd.
Yep.
That's what Dwayne said.
Too profitable. No, I don't know.
Well, Sally, the inventory is going okay.
Oh, good. Are you done?
No.
Oh.
I'm not even close.
No?
No, because it actually takes a lot of time. It's not like, just flipping through papers and, It's taken some time to find the items, to pull the item, to find the item, because there's actually other places. I don't want to say there's other places where it could be, but that is actually true, because
Oh.
like on a lot of your items, I mean, you don't think about it until you're looking it up or trying to look it up. So you look up the name, well, it's not there in the listed. So I go to the relist pile
Mm.
and it's not there. So where is it? It's in the new with tags because it's not listed by its.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
So it's in new with tags either listed or it's in the new with tags with the other one. So yeah, it's. Yeah. So
Wait a
it's not.
second.
Uh-huh.
So it's not enlisted. It's in unlisted. Or
It's in either one. So
right.
if I got a sweater that's Lauren Conrad, new with tags, Lauren Conrad, so the Lauren Conrad is not going to come up first. It's going to be under new with tags.
Oh.
When I'm looking it up, because it's alphabetically.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what I'm having to do is I'm looking it up by the name. If that doesn't come up, I'm looking it up under new with tags. If it's not there, then I have to go new with tags the other one, and then or look, So it's a process.
Oh. Yeah.
It's definitely a process. So I think so far I've got 21 totes done. Um,
Well, I
it's
think you're doing good.
it's not like I'm doing a tote a day or anything like that. It's several totes a day, but it's
Mm-hmm.
not as. And definitely yesterday, I was having trouble. I was like, this is bullshit. I don't want to do this anymore.
Oh yeah, don't get to look under vintage too.
Well, yeah, that's true too. So I know that there's, especially starting out, I know that there was items that I put in the unlisted. These things aren't listed because I couldn't find them, but I'm actually going to have to go through those items again to see if they're under vintage, new with tags,
Yeah.
and mark them all, because I noticed that I missed some. So it's going to be a process, and it's going to be a bumpy ride.
I see that too, Dwayne. Your camera, Valerie, keeps changing the color of your shirt.
Really?
It's weird.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Is it like it's trying to focus?
Yeah.
Psychedelic. Yep.
I don't know.
Well, Sherry says you're coming to do her inventory next.
No, I ain't. I'll tell you
that was
right
a quick
now.
response.
Nope.
And Dwayne wants to know if you found many mistakes yet.
Well, I can't really say. I can't really say. I like unlisted items because that's what I'm looking for. I'm looking for the items that are not listed at all in my inventory. So if I couldn't really say, because like I said, I'm going to have to go through those items again just to,
Yeah, recheck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, that's kind of where I'm at. You should assign a number to track. No? I don't know. I wouldn't even know how to do that. So I'm not.
Just like, no, I'm not doing that.
No. I don't want to make it any more difficult than what it already is. So Mike says it's still better than my system, Valerie. All my bins just say stuff. There you go. Hank said, like, is new a tag something that you use as a label on a bin of inventory? No. New tags is what I put as a description in my title. So when I'm printing every item out, it's coming up from that title. That's what the item is.
Yeah.
And that's what I put in first. So I think after all this is done, and I'm going to put this on my list of not to do this shit, I'm going to take that. I'll still leave it in the title, but I don't think I'm going to put it first.
Yeah.
Same with vintage. You know, those keywords, I think I'm going to readjust them in the title somewhere.
Yeah.
So they don't come up first. You know.
I readjusted 5 of my items yesterday because I was too tired to list.
Yeah.
And I got 2 sales out of it.
Good.
Woo.
Good job.
I was happy about it.
Yeah. I didn't get any sales.
Oh, dang.
So.
That sucks.
Yeah. Also, yeah, usually I don't put, like I have a certain way that I put my titles. So I put brand name, and then I'll put, if it's women's, men's, you know, whatever, juniors. So usually it's the title, it's the brand name first is usually what it is, unless it's new with tags or whatever. So yeah, it's gonna be a process, but I know that if I stick with it, because truthfully, this is the first one I've done in 2 years.
Yeah.
If I make it all the way through, it'll be the first one.
Morning, Nikki.
Morning.
Morning.
If you make it all the way through, it's the first what?
The first kill.
What are you talking about?
I want
The first kill.
Yes, I did it. I did it.
Wait, is this Stephen Steph channel? Talking about killing.
I threw everyone off. That's awesome. Thank you. My goal has been met today.
You did a good job.
Thanks.
Why would you do?
Nothing.
I'm
I just been doing my. I know.
She's just being silly. That's all.
Yeah. I did it again. I confused you. Yep. Hank says I've gone off the rails. Yep.
Move.
She's on the crazy train.
All aboard! Sorry, I don't do a very good Aussie, but
I'm right there. I'm there. I want to get on the train.
I do pretty good. I do pretty good on that song on Guitar Hero, though. I play the crap out of that song on Guitar Hero.
We'll be back. I'm gonna go over Steve's for a little bit.
Okay.
Aww.
Kissy face, kissy face.
I got a kiss yesterday too. After the estate sale, I took my wife to Chili's.
Oh.
Oh boy!
Oh, I thought you were gonna say with Carl.
I was just gonna say that.
Oh yeah, Carl said to tell everybody hi.
Carl give you a freaking flyer.
Hi, Carl.
Carl had on. Oh, it was a darling black outfit with, you know, like what's those shirts with the flip up sleeves with the fancy patterns around? You know what
Robert Graham.
Yeah, Robert Graham. He had on like a Robert Graham shirt with the fancy deal, and then at the collar, oh, he looked darling.
Super snappy.
Oh,
Snappy.
he was fancy.
Super
I'm
snappy.
still up.
I can't lisp. I'm trying to
Oh.
lisp, but I can't. Super
Oh.
snappy.
Oh my God, dogs, move.
Super snappy.
Yeah, I mean, you walked into that estate sale, and the first thing you saw was a lamp for $1,800.
Oh my god.
That big
And
one?
then I don't know if it's a big one. Yeah, it's pretty
Because
big.
the big one was by itself, and then there was 3 small ones by themselves.
I don't know.
That's when I'd have turned around and walked out and said, "Whoop, they're too rich for my blood."
Then I walked in another room, and there was a painting that had $13,000 on it.
Jeez, oh Pete.
Wow.
So,
Was that a Picasso?
Did you buy anything?
Yeah, I got all those vintage board games.
Oh.
And I
I
got
didn't see that part, sorry.
Granny Race. Hey, Grandma Magic Classics. I got the game that you inspired, or the called Granny Racers. Track racing granny game. See, little grannies race around the track in their wheelchairs with their little shawl on their legs.
My kid said that'll be me when I get to be that age. I'll be the one in the nursing home with the rascal that's all got flames on it and flags and NASCAR stickers.
No, Hank asked a good question. Was Carl on crack while pricing? He actually wasn't. Carl's prices are actually reasonable for an estate sale.
Yeah.
I'm sure the insurance value on that painting was more like 20 to 25 grand.
Wow.
And then, oh God, that was some house. That's some house, man.
I'll put together the nursing home band. Yeah.
Oh, the wrought iron.
Wrinkles.
You remember the wrought iron in the backyard?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All of it was selling at one price, $3,000.
Holy moly.
The wrought iron fencing with the posts that held it up and everything.
It's worth a lot, though.
Yeah, and that's probably a reasonable price, you know.
Wow.
If you were looking to buy that.
There was a lot of wrought iron there. That's probably, yeah, you're probably right. That probably was a reasonable price. There was a lot there.
So.
Wow.
But I mean, just you go to a rich person's estate sale, you got to be prepared to
money.
Look down at a piece of art, or there was a vase there. They had $3,800 on a porcelain something. I was scared to walk by some of the tables. So, yeah. Anyway.
Yeah, I would have been scared to walk by those tables too.
Dwayne said I should have lowballed him $125 for the whole estate.
Yeah.
You probably didn't want to get thrown out.
I'd do 125 for the leftovers at the end if they would do it.
Carl would never throw him out.
$125,000. Yeah. I don't know.
What are you doing in here? Come on.
Probably.
Right?
What? What?
Hello.
Hello.
I didn't hear what you were saying, Nikki. My old man ears are acting up, I guess.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was talking to my daughter. I thought I was on mute.
Oh.
I'm gonna have a yoo-hoo.
All I heard was
Sorry.
kind of like Charlie Brown's teacher.
Maybe I'm not gonna have a yoo-hoo. I can't get the goddamn things open.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know why you couldn't hear
There
me.
you
I have
go.
my phone in my fridge.
Your phone was in your fridge
Yeah.
because it needed to be frosty. I don't know.
I stuck it in there while I was getting a yoo-hoo.
Oh,
and the phone was saying, "Yoo-hoo, yoo-hoo! I'm in the fridge."
Yodeling.
Tastes like chocolate horse piss.
I love yoo-hoo. If I could make chocolate water taste this good, it would be so yummy.
Ugh.
Did
I've
it
never
come
liked
from
it.
Did it come from a chocolate horse?
I do
Love you.
not.
Why are you sniffing my coffee? You ain't getting any
I
coffee.
do not like yoo-hoo. It is nasty. I'm with
like it.
Dwayne on
Yeah,
this one.
that's exactly what it tastes like too. Is just chocolate water. Ugh.
First thing
Yeah.
Dwayne said correctly in the last 2 weeks.
I agree.
I like it. I love yoo-hoo. Mm.
I like Yoo-hoo.
Y'all are just weird.
I like Ovaltine too.
Mm,
Ovaltine.
I like Ovaltine better than yoo-hoo.
I'd rather have Tang.
Yeah.
We thought that stuff was the bomb when we were kids.
Oh my God.
We never had anything except Kool-Aid.
Yeah, we
And
had Kool-Aid. Most of the time, we didn't even have sugar.
Yeah. It's like, damn it, you gotta have sugar to make this stuff.
I'll take Sunny D any day over Tang.
My
Oh,
daughter
yeah.
used to, I was just gonna say my daughter used to just love Sunny D. My
Oh,
oldest
I
daughter.
love it.
I still love it.
I do
I
too.
can't
Yeah,
drink it, but
the other
I
day
love it.
she goes, yeah, she goes, remember when I was a kid and I just loved Sunny D? I was like, yeah. She goes, so I bought a big jug of it the other day. What the hell was I thinking? It's nasty.
I still like it.
I said, I couldn't figure out why you liked it so much, but whatever.
Speaking of Tang, my ex-mother-in-law used to make Tang. She'd put Tang on bread and eat Tang sandwiches. That's a
Ew.
Oh,
I was like,
that's
what the
weird.
hell are you doing?
That's weird. You're supposed to put mayonnaise on bread and make mayonnaise sandwiches.
Well, that
How
I
do
could
you-
eat, but Tang
first-
was...
Valerie looks like she's gonna cry. Are you frozen? Oh,
No, that's just disgusting.
she just had this
Tell me
look on
about
her face like,
I'm like, what the hell are you eating? Tang?
that is
That's
awful.
disgusting.
You do? That's a... I was like, you do know that's a drink, not a bread spread, right?
I mean,
Wow.
most things I'm not like, oh, gross, you're disgusting. But that I would say, yeah, you're.
Oh, I did. You
No,
don't
not
know what
you. Her.
She'd say, you don't know what you're missing. I'm like, oh, yeah, I do know what I'm missing, and I don't want no part of it.
Like my mom used to say, don't knock it till you try it. Ugh. That would be gross.
She'd put butter on it and then put the Tang on there with it. Like,
Oh my god.
Just all that orange.
She needs sticks of butter. She needs sticks of butter like a push pop. I'm like, that's gross.
So, how do you think of doing that in the first place?
I have no
Oh,
idea.
I got a loaf of bread. I got some
I know.
Tang.
Some butter.
Let's try it together.
No, I like
What happens?
I like butter, sugar, and cinnamon toast and like together, but
Oh
not
my god, I
Tang.
love cinnamon toast. Mm.
I'm like, jeez.
I used to eat sticks of butter.
Well, she'd sit there with the wrapper and just sit there and eat it like a push pop. I'm like,
Yeah, me too. I used to hide under the table so my mom wouldn't catch me.
Now I can see doing that with Land O'Lakes sweet butter, but no.
No.
Butter, margarine, anything. I eat it just like that. When I was a
You
kid,
probably shit like a goose for the next couple days too.
my mom would be like, "You can't eat that. That's not good for you." And I'm like, "I love it so much, though." Yeah, I used to sit there. That explains a lot, Nikki. Yeah.
Oh.
I used to dip my potato chips in mayonnaise.
Now I put my
That's
mustard
good.
on
I
mine.
kind of quit doing that.
It's not too far
That's
from
not weird.
like sour
I-
cream or something, you
I
know.
eat
So
peanut butter and mustard on toast.
yeah, you're weird.
Don't knock it till you try it. It's really good.
Yeah. I like mustard. I like mustard
Oh
on my
my
potato chips. My daughter and her friend put mustard on blueberry Pop Tarts.
We all should get
Ooh.
together and just get a group rate on therapy.
Yep.
I thought she was going to say we should all get together and have a potluck of all the weird things we eat. What the hell is wrong with you people? Oh my God.
Oh,
You eat
you got some time, Dwayne? You got some twine? You better make a list.
Yeah.
Just so you can keep track.
Oh.
The heck anyway, Dwayne, aren't you supposed to be at work?
Maybe you took the day off.
Oh no,
Uh,
I'm not eating Pepto on
That's
sandwiches.
Gross.
God.
No, I wouldn't go that far. I just love drinking it.
You love drinking wine?
It tastes like that bubble gum you used to get with Halloween. That
Yeah.
double bubble. That's what it
Yep.
reminds me of.
Yeah.
Yep.
Mm.
Dwayne says
I could just down a bottle.
I could get addicted to baby aspirin. I like the taste of baby aspirin.
Teething tablets are really good. They're just like pure sugar.
Well, baby aspirin tastes like oranges, so.
Mm-hmm. You broke a tooth on raw pasta?
No, I used to eat raw macaroni when I was a
You
kid.
guys live near power lines or something.
As kids, we used to
I
make
love
those
you.
macaroni things at school. I'd sit there and eat the raw macaroni. Before I put the glue on it, by the way. But
thank goodness for that.
yeah, I wasn't one of those glue eaters. Although we did have a few, but I wasn't one of them.
I have to admit, I did taste it, you know. And, yeah, it tasted like it smelled, so I quit. Wasn't all that good.
Go lay down, Diesel. You're driving me crazy. Lugnut is doing wonderful, by the way.
Awesome.
Yeah. Yeah, he's up moving around now. He still limps a little bit, but otherwise, yeah, everything's good.
Good. You're yelling at him like normal. Okay, that's good.
Yeah. No, that was actually Diesel. Diesel drives me crazy.
So did he get attacked by something, you think?
I think so. Because I found more sores on him, so, yeah.
Got a pack of coyotes running around out there?
Probably.
That could have been what it was.
Hi, Cindy.
Hey there, Cindy.
But if I was a coyote, I would not attack a 100-pound dog, 80-pound dog.
Well, if they run in a pack, it's different.
Yeah,
They
I
become
guess
braver
so.
that way. But one single
Well,
one
I don't think it was a whole pack that got him because, I don't know. I don't think. I don't know. I wonder if it was just a wolf or something because I don't know. I don't know what got him because, you know, you think about different things that would have attacked him and you think, well, man, he should be dead or he should be worse off than he was, you know?
Yeah.
Like I said over there, you should have seen the other guy.
Yeah. And it's just weird that it happened 2 days before Lug Nut to Diesel, you know.
Yeah.
I was wondering if they fought each other.
Yeah. But I don't know. I don't know.
You're drooling, Lug. He just doesn't understand why I have to watch him when he can only go outside when I'm out there with him. That's bugging him. But yesterday he jumped up on his hind legs, so. And what, a week ago he couldn't even lift those hind legs up. So yeah, he's doing wonderful.
That's great.
Good.
I used to eat raw onions with my dad. I love raw onions.
I do too.
My dad would slice them up. Yeah, we just sit there and eat them.
I could just eat it like an apple.
Yeah, and then go to the estate sale and you get your pick of everything.
There you go. I love pickled garlic. Oh my God. I could eat that stuff like chips.
I don't think I've ever had it.
Oh, I love pickled garlic.
I want to try pickled, what is it? Pickled okra? I want to try pickled okra.
I don't like okra, so.
I like okra.
I do too.
I love
pickled okra. Just tastes like pickles with kind of an okra texture.
I like pickled herring.
My mom would eat that on Limburger cheese.
Oh my God.
Rye bread and an onion on New Year's. I'm like, oh.
My husband loves pickled beets.
Nasty.
Let's take two of the most pungent foods in the world and put them together.
3. You had your pickled herring, your onion, and your Limburger cheese on rye bread. And then she'd want to kiss all over. Well, she was German, so.
Yeah.
She'd want to kiss all over us kids. We're like, oh God, you smell like rotten fish and feet. Get away.
Yes. Nikki would just eat garlic with her coworkers off. I love the way she smelled. Yeah, no shit, right?
No, I like pickled beets. I love pickled beets.
I had to stop eating my garlic during the week.
We fix pickled beets and then throw hard-boiled eggs down in the juice and let them get pickled. It's like, oh, yeah.
I was actually turned into my boss because they smelled like garlic one time.
I get that roasted garlic and olive oil from Whole Foods, and I'll sit and eat it, or I'll put it in my omelet, or just put it in everything, and I start smelling like garlic.
No, that's the assholes
I was like, get away from me, you stink. I was like, well, I won't get bit by mosquitoes, will I?
Yeah.
I don't normally. I said I won't get bit by mosquitoes or vampires, so.
I had to start eating my pickled garlic on weekends only. Friday or Saturday night, so.
I like pickled bologna too.
Ew.
I've never had that.
Really?
Never had pickled eggs either.
Oh, yum! They're so good, especially if you.
Oh, I don't know about. Yeah, I don't think I like pickled eggs.
I like getting these weird moods to where, like, all I want is pickles, and actually, I really should do pickled eggs myself. I mean, can't be hard, right?
If you like pickled beets, put them down in the juice of the pickled.
Never tried it.
Oh,
I never tried it.
Pickled watermelon.
Dwayne.
What do you eat, Dwayne, that we can make fun of? They didn't want to keep their own pickled beet eggs, Sherry? Pickled watermelon rind. Wow.
I've heard of that, but never tried it.
Huh.
What?
Pickled watermelon rind. My mom always told me not to eat the rind. So
Yeah.
It make me sick.
I was supposed to go to the doctor this morning and I didn't go.
I was supposed to go to town this morning.
I said, screw it.
Well, I mean, they have you going there every 3 months, for God's sakes. That's a little too much.
I was just there 2 weeks ago. So
yeah, what do you need to be back there for?
Yeah, I don't go as often as they tell me, because I just don't. I don't think that's necessary.
Nope, they're just getting money out of you.
Yeah, I don't. I'm too tired to freaking go to the doctor.
Well, unless there was a follow up to something, then I suppose it would be okay to go. But
well, I mean, it's not really a follow up to anything though. Like, she's just gonna go in there and I don't know, tell me, okay, keep doing what you're doing. I don't need to hear that, you know. I'm in the same condition as I was whenever I went there last time, so it's not really anything changed.
bye, Grandma Magic Classics. Good luck.
Good luck.
I'm sick and tired of being sick and
Bye,
tired.
Mary.
Where's she going?
I don't know, but she told me to wish her luck, so I did.
Yeah, I get good stuff.
She's going pick.
I don't think I was here when she said.
I don't know about mint condition, Hank, but same condition as I was last couple weeks. Hi, Jim Tara.
Hello, Sally. How's it going?
Oh, it's a good one.
Yeah, it's going here too. It's snowing here.
Snowing here too.
Yeah.
Yay!
No.
Sunny here.
No.
No.
Yeah, we're supposed to get snow this afternoon, I guess.
Yeah. It's a snowy April this year.
It has been. I'm ready for it to be done.
No, me too.
Yeah,
It's,
last year was weird because it was like snowy and then like there was only like a week where it was like spring and then it was like hot.
We didn't have I didn't think we had a very hot summer last year because I never put we have window air conditioning units. We never even put them in.
Yeah. Well, it got super hot like right at first and then like after that it was like done.
Huh. Yeah, because I remember like being out on the boat and I'd be like, it's really not that warm to really swim. I mean, you could wear shorts.
Yeah.
And stuff. It was like you didn't feel like swimming. But then it was weird because in the fall, I think was that Labor Day weekend or was it October? Me and Jim are swimming, and me and Jim are wimps. I mean, it's got to be pretty warm to swim. It was like really warm, really late for here.
Wow.
Was that in October where we were swimming out at the island?
It was pretty late.
It was late.
I'm like, oh man, it's gonna be a short winter.
Yeah. And then the winter's even longer.
Then global.
For 1 year we did that. I was tubing in October behind the boat.
Yeah, I think it was like the beginning of October. Our son's tubing. Sure, it was. Me and Jim were trying to put that fence up. We had to put that fence up before fall.
Oh,
Sold that
yeah.
land. And it was really hot. And I'm like, why are we doing this? Let's just go out in the boat. It's too hot right now.
Yeah, it was like in the low 80s, upper 70s.
No, it wasn't. It was hotter than that because all those little sandflies are out. It was weird. Anyway, it was fun.
Yeah, you're right. We did have a patch of days where it was real hot.
Dwayne says it's 52 and raining here in the great state of Zion.
Oh.
I mean, Utah.
Mm.
It is 20 degrees
Yeah.
and heavy snow.
Well, no, it's still kind of quit
Oh,
right
they
now.
quit?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, I've been last time
Is it-
when I let the horses out, it was pretty snowing.
It was
good.
snowing pretty good earlier. You know, like when you wake up and you look out your window in your bedroom, you see these big, super fat snowflakes falling down. You're like, do I even really want to get up? I could just hibernate.
And it's that kind of thick snow that actually interferes with your breathing. Like when you breathe in, you're not breathing like in snow, and it's like just annoying. It's in your eyes. You're breathing it.
Well, that's because you have big nose holes. That's why.
Whatever.
If you had normal nose holes, it wouldn't go in your nose.
Nobody knows where to filter it out.
29 and light snow. Ugh.
I know, and I want to list a boat for sale this afternoon, and it's not conducive for.
I know. I have a bunch of inflatables that I need to be listing on my yard sale sites and stuff, and I don't really want to do that until it gets warm enough to start selling them.
You can sell those on eBay and adults only too.
Shut up.
Very funny.
How big are they, Allie?
Not
Are they
those kind of inflatables, Jim.
Sarah wants to know how big they are.
How big is it? How big are they?
They're pretty big.
Are they?
Queen size.
Oh, wow.
Are they like Big Bertha?
They're queen size.
Which
Oh.
Big Bertha is an actual brand of boat towable, inflatable.
Oh, I didn't know that.
That is an actual brand.
They stole it from another Big Bertha that's not sold anymore.
See you, Dwayne. Have a
Bye,
good day.
Dwayne.
Bye, Dwayne.
We got one of those towable hot dogs, but our kid is scared of it because when it starts going, the nose will kind of go underwater and then it freaks him out. Anyway,
Oh.
not on it anymore.
I had the silver
Should get-
bullet when I was a kid. I loved that riding on that thing on the boat.
We had a smaller towable, but anyway, we got one of these real big green ones. It's like the Mega Green Monster. It's big because like that boat in our videos couldn't tow it, the 50 horse. We would have to tow it with a bigger boat. But anyway, it must have drifted in at this place that we caretake for and got all tangled up in their dock and stuff. So Jim's like, "Oh yeah, did you guys buy a big inflatable? It's all tangled up in your dock and in your pilings under your boathouse and stuff." We're like, "No, that's not ours." Jim's like, "Okay, because I think I'll have to, cut it out to get it out of the way of the ski boat and that." Which we didn't cut it out. We just took it out and then we took it home with us. Anyway.
There you go.
I don't know whose it was, but obviously they weren't taking good care of it, so I needed to take it over.
It didn't
Right.
have a on it. And there was no ads looking for a towable, so.
Full throttle. It's called a full throttle.
Oh, full throttle. What's that like? Like out in the ocean, if you find an abandoned ship, can't you like claim like ownership of it or something, Jim? What's that called?
Oh, yeah.
I forgot what that's called.
Being a pirate.
Oh, no,
No, it's a wall.
Like a maritime law or something.
Yeah, we got it under salvage.
Because if
law.
they abandon ship and they're like off the ship for a certain amount of time and you come across it, you can take it over. As long as you can pilot it or tow it or whatever, you have to be able to take possession of it and like make it movable and stuff. It's a salvage rule, yeah. Because if you have a ship, that's why property.
Anywho,
Because once you get off it, you can lose ownership.
so we salvage ruled that full throttle tow behind.
Makes sense to me.
Yeah, it was derelict vessel.
Like vessel. Now,
Claimed.
oh my God, those two R's.
Amanda, will you bring me some toilet paper?
No, I just found a.
Oh my God, Nikki's not in the bathroom.
No, I'm not in the bathroom. I gotta blow my nose.
Oh, if you're like, doing
Yeah,
your business
perfect.
on the toilet, just mute.
I'm in the living room and I want some toilet paper to blow my nose.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, but who did you ask Luggy for?
No, I think
See, I'm in the living room. I'm not in the bathroom.
she just walked real fast over the living room before so she could turn the camera on.
We had
Not if I was shitting and needed toilet paper. I wouldn't have done that.
Oh, man, this show's really going bad now.
I don't want to get off the poop, Nikki, because I think you're on a hot topic there.
Yeah.
Going back to boats, because these guys were about my age. When I was in high school, these guys took an ice floe in the spring and put a 10 horsepower motor on the ice, attached it to the ice with 2x4s, and made a boat out of the ice floe and were riding it around under a bridge in town. And the newspaper took pictures. Everybody thought it was a big laugh. The DNR went and investigated. They got their names, and they threatened to cite them for running a unregistered boat because technically, because it had a motor on it, it made the ice floe a boat. That's our Wisconsin Department of Natural Resources. But then they got a bunch of flack for it, so they dropped it.
Oh my God.
Talk about a party pooper. It's like, yeah, obviously they're just having fun with it,
Yeah.
They're ruining the environment.
I guess. Well, they're not paying boat fees. They're not paying license fees.
Yeah.
Because what's the hull ID number on a piece of ice? I guess it's number 1 because it's the only one like it.
Yeah, if you held it for evidence in this room, wouldn't it kind of make a mess?
Yeah. So much evidence, and there's water all over the floor. Oh boy.
So how'd you do at your garage sale / auction, Todd?
We already discussed it.
Oh,
My
sorry.
goodness, pretty good.
All right.
I spent too much money.
I'm just kidding.
Can you give us a 1-by-1 inventory of the purchases?
Well, did you get your jewelry out of your jewelry?
I did.
Oh, that's good.
But it went all the way up to, how much did I say?
160.
Oh boy.
So I spent $160 for like $350 worth of jewelry. So I'm like,
What did I tell you to do, Todd? Didn't I tell you? I asked you what would be the most you'd want to pay for. You said 150, and I said, well, just bid 150, and you might scare them away. And see, you went there anyway.
I don't know.
But sometimes, if you bid the higher number, it'll scare the other people away, and you'll just get it for what you thought you'd get it for anyway.
Yeah, it just turned into one other bidder, and it was like, really, lady?
Yeah.
So she finally said, okay, I'll let you have the silver. God dang.
No
If it
guts.
wasn't for her, I would have gotten it for like 95. No, I would have gotten it for $100 if she wasn't there.
Well, that's the way it is. You just need two.
Yeah.
We have an auctioneer up here, and if you start getting weak and not wanting to bid, then while I can't, because you know how they do that sing-songy auction goes, she'll like, in the middle of it, she'll be like, no guts, no glory, or...
Oh my gosh. So any sales today, Todd?
Today I sold, what did I sell?
No, do you have any sales to go to?
Oh, well, there's a bunch of garage sales, but
When's that big estate sale you were showing us the pictures on?
I went to that yesterday too.
Oh. I won't ask you how you did because you probably already talked about it.
Yeah. I didn't get very much at the estate sales. I got a couple of watches and some like vintagey board games.
Oh no, not board games. Didn't we talk about board games yesterday?
No, we were talking about it.
I thought we covered that, Todd.
I thought we covered that yesterday.
Were you sleeping during that part of the class?
I was standing in that closet going, oh, She's gonna kill me if I buy this.
Well, bring your,
I don't care. No, Jim's the one who really.
Todd,
hates
bring a
board games.
smartphone and look them up. If they're $20 a piece, pass on by.
Yeah, I did. I looked one up and it was listed for 400.
Well, there you
Oh,
go. Well,
well,
that's
there you
well.
go.
No. I'm sorry. I meant stolen.
So
I've
I
seen
bought that
emails
one.
for 2,000.
Easy.
What? They might get it. Cheetos are delicious. Walk on by.
Look at this redneck with his Alabama baseball hat. Wanted your shitty 15-foot pontoon boat, but look what he's got.
A lawn chair on a piece of wood, yeah.
No, it's 2-piece foam blocks with wood and a trolling motor.
With a lawn chair, yeah, with that hat. Would you drop something off? Would you try to do business with this guy? Wind up in a shallow grave. Oh, you guys said something right before you got into the. The reason we were Tard took Brandon to school this morning, and I didn't turn on the show because
no, do not say any names.
I was tied up watching the Ms. Wonderful show. It was just too much drama.
geez.
I couldn't turn
my
it on.
gosh.
Sorry.
Oh
Forgive me.
Again?
It was on really early. It was on like at 6:30, 7 o'clock this morning.
There's
Jeez.
going to be lawyers, restraining orders.
Oh,
CPA.
Jesus.
Again, CPS. Yeah, it was a real barn burner this morning. I got drawn in a little bit. I'm sorry.
Are they going against that guy again?
No, some other lady who's coming in. Coming to her sitter.
Oh, jeez.
But somebody said, "Where's the link so I can watch this from the beginning?" And she's, "I don't leave no links. I'm gonna delete this as soon as I'm done."
Yeah, they do that. They delete it right away. Yeah.
Yeah. You gotta be right there in the mix while it's going on, unless you got one of those recording programs. But I'm not gonna fill up my hard drive with a bunch of old YouTube rant videos.
It amazes me the amount of super chat they got.
I know.
Because I mean, like, you'll watch another reseller show, and then let's say maybe they get $20 on the high end in super chat. I mean, these people are pulling in $200, $300, $400 in super chat. It's insane.
Yeah.
It's anyway, I don't want to get off on that.
No. I was just saying, excuse the absence.
Oh.
Okay, now we can go back to poop and board games.
So, what board game did you buy that's worth $400?
It's called Crude, an oil game.
Oh, that one sounds
Let me look at it.
cool.
See.
I had, I think it was a Parker Brothers game. It was a like an oil game, but it wasn't. I forgot what it was called. Remember that one? Is it like Texas Billionaire or something? That one actually did all right.
Yeah. SpongeBob Monopoly.
Okay, is it called Crude and it's got a guy in like a white business shirt and a black tie on it?
No, here, let me screen share. God, my computer's running slow.
Yeah, it's already deleted.
Oh, her video, yeah. Well, she was really, she was like a machine gun.
Yeah, she was on fire this morning.
And then somebody says, "You ought to do stand-up." She's like, "Well, I'm not funny. I don't think I should do stand-up." I'm like, "Oh my God, she's taking it totally the wrong way." She sounded like one of those talk radio people when they really start going off on somebody and they're just on a roll where they got the rhythm and they keep spewing out anger or whatever. She was on a roll.
And she's got this like team of lawyers that she's going to use to like sue this person or whatever. But then she's like talking how her sister's going to pick her up. They're going to go talk to their lawyers, and then her sister's going to take her out for lunch because her sister always has money to buy her a soda. I'm thinking, oh yeah, like you got lawyers on retainer, but you don't have money to buy a soda.
No, not lawyers, multiple.
Oh my gosh.
God dang my computer.
Well, she's made over $800 in the last couple days.
Yeah.
The one with the
Doesn't have money to
GoFundMe, Todd's girlfriend, She opened up that GoFundMe 20 hours ago. She already met her goal of $2,000.
Oh my God.
What did she have a GoFundMe for?
For those cataracts. Which she's getting a surgery anyway, but then they're saying, well, then they could get the replacement lenses, but otherwise their insurance won't cover it because it's cosmetic. But then I was like laying in bed. I shouldn't be thinking about this. But I'm like, wait a minute, my mom had that where they remove your cataracts, but they give you new lenses on your eye. But after they do that, you don't need glasses anymore. Well, she's trying to make it sound like they wouldn't give her the good lenses, so she didn't have to have glasses anymore. So then she raised extra money, which kind of sounds like
they always correct your vision when they do that. It's part of the
Can we
procedure.
put it?
Yeah.
You have to ask Valerie if it's okay to put it in the chat.
Sounds fishy to me.
What is it?
It's okay. Whatever.
Oh, it's
Can we
somebody.
put the channel name in the chat?
Me?
I don't care.
Oh.
Somebody might want to go over there and watch it.
Yeah, but what if
You can't watch it while during the show, though.
you know what though? I mean, do you really? I mean, I wouldn't want to start nothing weird with those people because their thing is they blow people up.
Oh yeah, don't interact with them.
Yeah, yeah.
If you have like any videos like channels or that's what they do is they like. This is what they do for viewerships. It's like they attack other channels and it's drama and all that stuff.
Yeah. Well.
If you want to watch it, just like, oh, well, this is kind of funny. But, I mean, I never comment over there or nothing because they're crazy.
Yeah, they're calling police on each other, calling child protective services on each other.
Yeah, I mean, they're calling 911 on each other. And, I mean, I'm talking like they're way different states. And they'll be like calling 911 in the deep south. I mean, yeah, do not interact with them.
I'm afraid if you said something on your channel, if they got wind of it, then they like come after your channel. Oh, this person thinks this, and then all of a sudden they got their whole posse.
Next thing you know, we have like a cross show, where now we are resellers and then we have Todd, who could be the mediator because he already knows people over there.
Well, Todd needs to go fund because
we can't put it in the chat because Todd somebody has the chat up on their screen. Todd.
Uh-oh. When Gwen finds out about Todd's girlfriend, Todd's going to need a GoFundMe.
Oh my gosh.
No, Todd's not that woman's type, so don't worry about it. Todd left.
Oh my gosh.
I think it's because he's having computer trouble. But anyway.
If anybody wants to know the channel, they can message me on Facebook and I'll give them the channel.
There you go. That's the best way to do it.
Then we won't bring the drama to Valerie's channel. It sucks. You probably don't want to watch it.
I mean, because that's their whole thing. I mean, they're looking for anybody that might say anything bad about them because that's what they're going to do.
Yeah, it's all like Jerry Springer style.
Todd didn't interact with these people.
Not in the drama.
There's one woman on YouTube who Todd knows from
from other places, from another community.
Yeah, she used to be like
she's not as bad as these other people are.
Oh my god. The snow is so bad.
God, look at all the Facebook requests I just got. No, I'm just kidding.
Mother's Mustache says, I stopped Facebook again. Well, that's understandable. I have been tempted several times to stop Facebook, but never took the plunge.
You better not. That's the only way I can get a hold of you usually.
I know.
I feel sometimes like I was really, really naive because when I first started watching, I'm like, oh, wow, this is really cool. Look at you got these other people that sell on, platforms like eBay or Amazon or whatever, and they do these videos. This is really cool, And I got into watching this, but now after like all the stuff where we like did, like we've been, like doing this sub around, I've learned about all these other like communities on YouTube that I would not have known existed before. Honestly, it's really weird.
It's the dark web.
The name says it all, right, Bridget?
Oh wow. Hank says, okay, I got a story time.
Okay.
I've had open INAD since 3/16. Buyer said they opened INAD because they didn't want to pay return shipping, and that it just doesn't fit. It doesn't fit them like in large. So, did you call eBay on that?
Sure. I would call eBay.
And they
I
have
would call eBay on that because that's. I mean, if they said that in their message that they didn't want to pay return shipping, well, that's no.
Well, did they 316 that they opened the case? Have they sent it back, or do you have tracking on the item?
I don't even know. I've called eBay 5 times as of today on the case. 2 times I was told I'm stuck, even though buyer lied, and it's obvious it's buyer's remorse. If cases escalated, I will automatically lose.
Well,
That's true.
how much is the shirt? How much?
How much is the what? The shipping?
Yeah. I mean, if the shipping's under $10, I just take the shirt back rather than damage my account. I would. It's getting to the point where it's getting too risky.
Yeah. One time I was told by a mail rep that if escalated, the case will automatically be closed in my favor, since obvious buyer lied is buyer's remorse.
Yeah. In my experience, when you can say, "Oh, it looks like buyer's remorse," eBay is going to mediate it, where they're still going to, just say, "Okay, take the return and pay the return shipping."
Right.
It just seems to me they're always going to side that way.
Yeah. So, and sometimes, like, if it's like you said, very close to ship, and not out of state, or not out of the country or whatever, and that it's gonna be pretty easy, I would just do that, and maybe hopefully they'll just not even see it, and they won't send it back.
Yeah.
Since it's been so long.
Huh.
If it was like a 5-pound jacket that would that shipped in a priority box or something that was heavy that cost money, but I mean a lot of the stuff we ship goes in a Mylar bag for first class. So I mean, sometimes you gotta pick your battles. I mean, if it's first class shipping, who cares? I'll always let them send it back.
Yeah.
Make sure you block.
Yeah, and then block their butt.
So when I called back today, I got a female rep second time. The rep says there's never an INAD that the seller wins in their favor.
That's not true.
So my question is, why is it even called an escalation of the seller if the seller will always lose? I call bullshit. I've won INAD escalations before. It just depends on the rep I get.
Yeah, I've won too.
How do I?
But if it's just a,
yeah,
it depends on if you're willing to risk that loss, because it could leave a bad mark on your account.
Yeah, it's
grander scheme of things. I know I just need to accept it and wait for them to not even ship the ship back, and then call back again and get it closed.
Yeah,
that's probably true.
I mean,
sometimes it's better just not to poke the bear.
Yeah.
And just drop the stick and move on, type of thing.
I mean, I totally am one where if a buyer says that they did, that they just don't want to pay shipping or whatever, and it's clearly buyer's remorse, I don't want to let those people get away with that. But then I have to look at my account, see, okay, I really can't afford to get another mark on my account. So, I don't want to, risk that.
Right.
So, you just have to look at your own account and, see if it's something that you want to risk, because it is taking a risk. But you can definitely win that escalation if, I would definitely just accept it, and then, and then see what
and the,
happens. Or
yeah, and the chances are that they may not even send the item back.
yeah.
So hopefully that's the case. All the reps tell me that an INAD doesn't hurt my account, even if it's escalated and closed in buyer's favor. So that might be more bullshit on their part. That's a possibility too.
It does hurt your account. It gives you a.
Doesn't it give you a ding?
It does.
Yeah.
It does. Where on your seller level, where you see case closes without a seller resolution.
Right.
And you can have, well, it's, for me, it's, to be top rated, it's 0.30% or less.
Mm-hmm.
And then if you go past that, you're in below standard automatically. So, it's definitely, yeah, it definitely hurts your account.
So what are you allowed to have before you go below standard? 0.30?
0.3, yeah. It's 0.30. That's for me. I don't know if that varies.
It's for me also.
Is it? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. I know at one point it said something like that I could have 3 or something, like that I had like 2 out of 3 or something like that. But it has changed since then. And now it says 0.30, but I think it's basically the same.
Oh yes, it is 0.30. 0.30 or less.
Mm-hmm.
To be top rated.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, but it's either top rated or below standard.
Mm-hmm.
So you can't, it's not like you can, keep doing that. The below standard will, that could definitely hurt your account.
Am I back?
You're back.
Yeah.
We thought we chased you away.
Well, this stupid computer, I don't know, every once in a while it'll just decide to take a fart. So
I think that's every computer. I have that problem too.
Oh, we had something yesterday. We have this sewing machine for sale that's local pickup. And a guy messages us that he wants to look at it before he buys us, but he puts his phone number in his message. He doesn't put the numbers, he spells his phone number out. So, and me and Jim were talking about it anyway. We're like, screw this. We'll just, let's on list it. We get a lot of stupid questions on it. It's an expensive sewing machine that's underpriced because it has problems or whatever. We'll just part it out. So we ended the listing. We get a message from eBay that, we see that buyer contacted you and you ended your listing. We're only going to give you a warning this time. We're not going to suspend your comp, but we're still going to charge you the $10 final value fee on the item, like as if it's sold. So we had to call them yesterday and we explained what happened and they didn't make us pay that final value fee.
Oh, wow.
So be very, very careful if anybody contacts you on, trying to look at an item or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So here's that game that I got yesterday. You see that?
Yeah.
So, and then mine's not new, but.
What is it called? Crude?
Crude. So, and there it is. So mine's got some weathering on the box and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of it's just a board game. I don't know why those people want $450 for it.
Isn't it 3M?
3M.
Does it say it on the binding part? Oh no, I don't think it is, but it's kind of like that.
Let's see. The
Oh, there's
game
no-
manufacturer is St. Lawrence St. Laurent Games.
It kind of looks like those bookcase games that 3M makes. There you go.
So I picked it up for $8. I figure if one's listed for $4.50, I can pick it up for $8 and do okay.
One's listed for 450.
Yeah,
What?
I know. Theirs is new in the box, but
Dang. So what are you going to list it for?
I don't know. I'll have to do a little more research on it. See if I can find a sold or something for a used one.
Yeah.
Looks like new ones with a different cover is selling for around 65. So. So I could do that.
Hey,
I mean, sorry.
No, you're fine. I was gonna tell Hank, if you have an issue like that, I've found, and it may or may not be the right way to go, but if you have an issue where you're getting several reps that are telling you different things, you might, if you have that eBay for business on your Facebook, you might message them. Because it seems like they have a little more power. I don't want to say power, but a little more leadway on what they can do, and maybe they can give you a little bit more information, and maybe even help you with issues that you're having. So that might be another option for you rather than keep calling. I mean, that's a pain in the butt to have to keep calling to see what the next rep is going to say, so maybe having that in your back pocket, that might help. And that's really for I mean, definitely if you've got a simple thing and you call eBay and you can get the job done, but if you're continuously having trouble and trouble and trouble, maybe messaging them, that might do something.
Well, it kind of sucks whenever, I mean, I understand if, people don't like, that if every rep has a book that they go by
Right.
and, like a protocol, but really that's what they should do. They shouldn't allow one, I mean, I don't think that they should allow one buyer to get by with saying that they're just doing it because they don't want to pay the shipping and
Right.
And stuff like that, and doing the buyer's remorse thing, and then the next person can get away with it.
Right.
One can, one can't. So totally, it seems like they need to really go by the book more often.
There's an echo out there.
It's Nikki.
Okay.
Is it?
Mm-hmm. Testing. Yep. Yeah.
And that's the thing too, is it takes your time away from you listing, time away from your business, time away from your life every time that you're trying to call those reps, and
Yeah.
so
Jim had a really called yesterday about this thing with this warning. Anyway, we had the best rep that I think Jim's talked to in a long time. I mean, she was really good. But yeah, there is like no consistency in the representation always.
But I kind of look at it as, I mean, hey Dwayne, he's back.
Welcome back, Jim.
You know, like if you call, okay, this is a kind of a bad example, but if you call 911, you know, basically the dispatchers or, you know, the people that answer the phone, I guess they're called dispatchers. So, you know, they've got this little flip book. They've got a book of all the different scenarios that could come, you know, pop up. And, you know, so they say, "Oh, my friend's not breathing." Well, they flip over and they've got the script card. They've got the, you know, the instructions one by one, you know, of what they should do.
Yeah,
That's the way that eBay should run.
I agree.
The only problem is their flip book and that exact case you're talking about. They tell you to give the person CPR. The only problem is if you come across a person who's room temperature, who's obviously been dead for hours, that's probably not a great idea. But that's what they stick to the script.
Yeah.
That's a really bad analogy.
I'm not picking on Valerie, but
No.
I'm just saying from personal experience. I'm going to tell the dispatcher.
Right.
I know she's dead.
I'll give you and I don't want to harp on that.
Is the
I
echo
heard
better?
another show where they had a problem with a global shipment that went to Canada that didn't get there or didn't get there on time. He's like, but I know I didn't have to worry because I got it to Kentucky. So I just called eBay up and they said, yep, you got it to Kentucky, and they gave him his money. But they didn't do that for me. That's sometimes what makes me mad. That should be like, okay, in this situation, this is what we do.
Yeah, because I guess they treat people who are going to eBay open different. That's all I'm saying.
Is my echo better on that? So we can change the subject?
Yeah,
okay.
It's better.
Just kidding. I gave a thumbs up, by the way. I think everybody should give a thumbs up.
Thank you.
Well, yeah, the reps aren't very consistent. I mean, it's, you know, they do for different people. I mean, like I've told people, because people are like, oh, I got to wait for my money because of this and that, and with PayPal and blah, blah, blah. I call and tell them I want this taken care of right this minute. And I get it taken care of right that minute. I get my money back.
I never have a problem with PayPal. PayPal is actually pretty easy to talk to.
Yeah.
No, eBay too, I mean.
I was going to call eBay and complain. I was going to say, hey, this guy, he's a YouTube personality. He's got a lot of people following him. I just heard him say he got his money back in the same situation. But then I thought, you know what? Then I'm giving them a heads up with their problem. I'm like, they can go pound sand. They can go figure out their own problems. I'm not filling out any more customer service.
Nothing against the other channel. I mean, it ain't their fault.
It ain't his fault.
Yeah, but I mean, they just, I was like, what the heck? Because that didn't work that way for me.
Yeah, I'm not giving them any intel. They can figure it all out themselves.
Too many elbows being rubbed on the West Coast. I need some of that elbow rubbing over here in the Midwest.
After Dwayne's comment, I'm assuming there's no echo anymore.
Nope. You're good. You're golden.
Okay. I didn't hear it. Usually I hear it.
Oh, I think Dwayne's auction show is tonight. I don't know if y'all know that.
He's having it's a special one.
Yeah, tonight.
It's a special. They're doing it for Chad's family for little Elias.
Oh.
So are they just doing that one this week, or are they doing the Saturday one too?
They're doing the Saturday one also.
Oh, okay.
But they're doing a special edition, basically.
Oh, good thing you said something.
Tomorrow.
Speaking of both nights, yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Go.
Oh, speaking of Chad, did you see him on Rockstar Flipper's interview?
No.
Well, my point of bringing that up was I was going to watch it because Chad was going to be on there. But then before Chad got there, Rockstar Flipper brought up something about listing on two different platforms the same item.
Mm-hmm.
He said, if you list an item on like Poshmark and eBay,
mm-hmm.
and it sells simultaneously on both,
mm-hmm.
if you pick Poshmark as your the people you're going to sell it to instead of eBay, eBay will drop your account.
You don't do that.
You always
Yeah, don't
ship
do
it to
that.
the eBay.
You
customer.
always you always
put
cancel the
eBay.
one that's not eBay.
Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't know if y'all knew that.
We had the same buyer buy an item off of us that we had it listed, like let's say eBay,
Same
and
item.
the same item listed on eBay and Trugether. They bought it on eBay, or they bought it on Trugether first, and then went right over to eBay and bought another one. Well, it was us. We didn't get it down because I mean it's like within a couple minutes of each other.
Mhm.
Yeah, we're like, no, you're gonna get it shipped through eBay. We canceled the Trugether because why risk your eBay
Yeah,
account?
because I don't care if we
Yeah,
lose Trugether.
and well, we don't care if we lose Trugether, and eBay is much more strict on that stuff too.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's a big deal right there.
Always feed the beast
Oh.
first. Mother's
Yep.
mustache.
If you list on both, you got to be watching that and don't accidentally sell it on the wrong
Well,
one.
the thing is that sometimes when that happens, that's usually people that are searching at Google.
Yeah.
Right.
Clicking on both, you know, they're not realizing it's the same seller. They're clicking on both. They see it on Google.
Yeah, she thought it was funny. I mean, I contacted her about it. I mean, she's like, "Oh, okay, yeah, I see it's the same thing. No big deal." It was funny.
It was a Christmas item. It was like these Christmas. It was a
Candle
Christmas
holder or
candle
something,
holder
yeah.
or whatever. Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's always some kind of like cheap junk. You know,
I
Is that
think
what-
my I
What a
think
good
mine
reason to
was
lose your eBay account.
yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
So
eBay definitely is definitely the one that you need to sell to first because eBay is so much more strict.
Huh.
well, and when I told that nice customer service lady yesterday, I made a suggestion to her, and I said, I don't know how big a cog you are in the eBay wheel, but or in the eBay machine. As she said, she'll bring it up. But they should, when the robot pulls that you've been contacted to directly contact somebody, that message should never be sent. That buyer should not be allowed to send that message. If the robot was smart enough to determine that that was an improper message, they should have blocked that buyer from being able to send it and told him to contact eBay customer service to explain why he's sending that message.
I think part of the problem.
You know what I mean? Why was I even involved? Why didn't the robot stop that message from coming to me?
I think part of the problem and we had been talking about this for a couple days because we had this out of state guy that wanted to freight it. I think it's because we ended the listing that day. That's what really tripped it. It was like two things. It's a message, and now the listing got ended.
Well, that could be, but I should never. In my opinion, I should have never got that message. If the robot is smart enough to pick off those wrong messages, I don't have a problem following the rules. But I mean, why I have a problem is somebody else didn't follow the rules, and now you're coming after me because of it.
Yeah.
I can't control the buyer's actions. I don't want nothing to do with this buyer.
Yeah. I can't tell you how many times, messages back and forth where somebody's asking for our address to look at an item. And I'm like, I cannot give you my address. I'm sorry. You know, you would have to buy the item and then you get the contact information. There's nothing I can do. I cannot give you my address.
Which is cool, because previews are usually a pain in the neck anyway. I'm not interested in doing that anyway.
Yeah.
I have no problem with the rule. It's just don't come after me when the buyer does it. And it's not not only not my fault, but I have absolutely no control over it.
Well, y'all sell such big items. It's nice as a buyer to be able to look at that firsthand, you know.
That's
yeah, well,
true.
I'm not a nice person.
Well, the problem, this is what I tell them is, buy the item. You don't have, like the boat. The boat had a $500 deposit on it. You pay the deposit, you come here, you look at the boat, and you say, this boat's a piece of crap. I don't want it. I give you back your $500.
Without a choice, I don't have a choice.
You would be coming here to look at it anyway. So, that's the only way I can do it with eBay.
Yeah.
Until you look at
Or even there's other stuff like this sewing machine. It's an antique industrial Singer leather sewing machine. You could buy it. You don't even have to pay for it. And you come up here, you say, you know what? This is junk. I want to cancel the transaction. Because the guy was talking about coming up here to look at it anyway. You don't even have to give me any money. That's the only way I can do that.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah, and the guy would get his money back if he paid or not have to complete the transaction. There's not a damn thing I could do about it.
Mm-hmm.
He'd be totally within his rights, and as a seller, I just have
Valerie, that's a good one. eBay is the Barney Fife of the other platform.
Aw.
Trigger happy. That's a good one.
I got my bullet in my pocket.
Yeah. That's why they don't allow any sale of guns over there. They're the only ones with the guns.
I like that one where Barney, he shoots the gun goes off or whatever. He goes, Barney, where was your bullet?
They should send you.
In my pistol, Andy. Where does it belong? in my pocket.
Oh man, Jim, they should send you to eBay Open. We should see if we can get you a free eBay Open ticket, and then we could really send you there to represent us and pose any things you think should be changed.
I don't think many people want me representing them. Trust me.
They only want people that say hail eBay.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, for eBay, but even for the people who are disgruntled, they had a lot better representation.
Hey, that's what happened last year. Lindy got that free eBay ticket. eBay
That's
Open.
only because they felt sorry.
Oh.
Because of the situation.
It was like an
Jim would be more like
PR move.
eBay Open.
I would lead the rebellion. I would start a colony on the other side of the ocean.
No, it'd be more like in Talladega Nights where Ricky Bobby's father's getting kicked out of the apple trees again, and they got him by the back of his pants and they're taking him out of the building.
No, Lugnut.
I specifically
Lugnut.
did not.
Go ahead. Lugnut is getting obstinate.
Uh-oh.
How's he getting around?
Good. He's been so spoiled lately. He's not listening.
Oh, I was gonna say, is he starting to get spoiled now because he's getting all the special attention?
Yeah, he's deciding he doesn't need to listen to mom anymore because he gets away with everything now. Because he's so spoiled now.
I thought maybe he stopped eating out of a bowl and only wanted to be hand fed now.
No, he's still eating out of his bowl now, but he's eating out of his bowl by himself, and he's walking good. He's limping a little bit, but going up and down the stairs like a champ.
Good.
He's doing really good. He's almost back to normal.
It's like when you get discharged from the hospital and you come home and you're like, "What? No bedpans?"
Yeah. Exactly. Well, he doesn't like it because I'm keeping him close to home, and I go out there with him when he goes outside, and I'm telling him, "You get back in here now," and he doesn't want to. He wants to be able to run, and I'm like, "No, you get over here. You can't go anywhere." And
I can't go back into that stuff I was into last week.
Yeah, he's not liking it that I'm.
Oh, but he's trying to like run and stuff. Well, that's good.
Yeah, he jumped up on his hind legs yesterday.
Oh wow!
Whereas a week ago he couldn't even lift up his hind legs. So
can you get up and down your steps now that go to your door?
Yeah.
Oh wow!
Yep.
Good.
Yeah, he's doing really good. Yeah.
Would you say he's 100%?
No, but he's close.
Yeah.
I mean, like I said, he's still limping or whatever, but a little bit. But yeah, he's almost probably the next couple days. By the end of the weekend, he'll probably be 100% or close to.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, he's probably at about 98% right now.
That's better than me.
But I don't. There's still a lot of. It's like the crunchy snow where you step on it and then you sink. So, I don't want him running around too much in that stuff, screwing up his legs.
Sure.
And like yesterday when I was telling him, "You get back here," he's looking back at me and he's looking out towards the field and he's looking back at me and he's looking out towards the field. He's like, "Is it worth it or not?"
Aww.
I'm like, "You get back in here because I'll have to, if he wants to misbehave, I'll just have to put him on a chain for now. If he wants to act that way. You hear that, Lugnut? I'm going to put you on a chain."
He would not like that.
No.
It's like when you're on a hot date when you're in high school and you come home an hour late, but it was totally worth it.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he's doing real well.
I'm glad he's okay.
And it didn't cost me $1,000
Yeah.
vet bills.
I always got the date where I would say, "Didn't your dad want you home by 8:30?"
Oh no.
Mhm.
Oh no. That's
Yeah.
not good.
I don't want to mess with your dad. He looks scary.
Hmm.
Oh man, you obviously didn't date the girls Jim was dating. He had this one where the dad's watching him while he's like trying to help the drunken girl to the front door. What was that? Was she like super drunk?
Oh, she was.
It was her birthday?
She was passed out walking. I mean, she was. I was getting her legs to move, but she was passed out.
So did the dad say anything or just give you the shit eye?
He gave me the shit eye, and I said, "Well, you know, it was her birthday. She was with her girlfriends. I just met her there, but she needed a ride home." He's like, he looks at me. He's like, kind of half disgusted. He's like, "Well, okay, thanks for giving her a ride home." But then she wanted me to come over. She wanted to have dinner with me at their cabin, and she wanted to make me a steak dinner. Whatever. Okay,
Oh, boy.
whatever. And this was not going anywhere, but. Anyway, but then I show up and there's a mom and dad leaving. Now the guy's really giving me the stink eye.
Oh boy.
Because now I don't know what he thinks is going to happen, but
You gotta get the filet mignon.
yeah, I said thanks for the steak and have a great life. No, she was nice, but I was already kind of seeing another girl or whatever. I just wasn't, whatever.
My husband when he knocked me up. My daughter or my dad was about
Wait,
375.
do I need to leave for a minute?
No.
Oh, okay.
He worked with my dad, and he was my brother's best friend. So my dad's known him for years, you know. And my dad adored Gary until I told him I was going to date him. Anyways, when my dad thought that my husband was my brother's age, which my brother was 9 years older than me, where Gary's only 5 years older than me. So that caused a lot of ruckus in my family. Well, anyways, when my dad found out that he was only 5 years older than me, then he was okay with it. Anyways, when I was got pregnant, Gary said he came around the corner at work and my dad's leaning up against his toolbox cleaning under his nails with his jackknife. And Gary gave him a dirty look and he goes, "Oh no," he knows. You know? And my dad says, "I heard you knocked up my daughter." And Gary's like, "I was so scared." He goes, "Yes, sir." He goes, "Well, you guys got a lot of growing up to do." That was all he said. Gary said, I was practically shitting my pants." 375-pound Italian guy. He was scared out of his mind.
I was 34 years old when I got pregnant, and we had the blessed event occurred before we were actually married. So I had my mom was like, "Well, all right, you're 34 years old," and I had this uncle who was always kind of like a father figure to me. So my mom, I'm like, I can't tell him; he's gonna kill me. So my mom breaks the news to him, and this is all he says is, "Well, when you play with fire, you're gonna get burnt."
Yep.
Oh my gosh.
And he never could really admit that Jim was my boyfriend or husband later on. He when we went to Milwaukee and we stopped to see one of his friends, and he's like, "Oh yeah, hey, and this is Jim. It's Tara's friend."
That's funny.
That's so weird. I mean, why wouldn't that?
I don't know. Norbert was just kind of weird that way. Why do you think Norbert was like that? I don't know. He's just kind of old fashioned, and he was always worried that Jim wouldn't be able to take care of him.
Well, he saw you as a little girl.
Yeah.
He didn't understand that.
Well, that's true. Yeah, it makes a big difference.
When you call me on the phone, she calls me on the phone from the clinic because she's going in there to get an X-ray for something.
Yeah, I had kidney stone.
Kidney stone X-ray. They're like, "Oh, by the way, you should tell us you were pregnant before you did this."
I didn't know it was pregnant.
She calls me up on the phone, and what did I say when you told me?
How'd that happen?
She goes, I'm knocked up. And I'm like, how the hell did that happen?
You'd think that since you had 2 kids already, you'd know how that happened.
Well, she was in between. It's a long story.
Well, whatever. Let's not talk about that. Okay, we're not going to talk about that anymore.
No baby medicine. They know what birth control pills are, for crying out loud.
I gotta get off here, guys. I'll see y'all later.
All right.
All right. Well, don't
Have a
go
great
out and
day.
get knocked up, Laurie.
Bye, Laurie.
Stay safe out there.
Yeah.
Wrap that right.
Wear your condiments. Oh,
Honestly, I was 3 months pregnant. Didn't know I was pregnant.
wow.
I almost knew right away.
No, I didn't.
Really?
Yeah.
I had the one incident with the washing machine, but I didn't put 2 and 2 together because I remember me and Jim are carrying this heavy washing machine out of my uncle's basement. I'm like, God, Jim, I'm lifting it, but it hurts. It feels like my uterus is going to fall out or something. It's real weird. Yeah, it was going to fall out all right.
No, I could picture you not knowing for the whole term, not being aware, and then like in a Walmart bathroom, then you're like,
I didn't really show.
You'll be on the national news. Woman has baby in Walmart bathroom.
I wore jeans
Claims
all
she
the
didn't
way
know she was
through.
pregnant.
9 months old. I mean, 9 months pregnant. I wore button jeans.
Oh, wow.
You couldn't even. And I always kind of wore baggy shirts. I mean, if you saw me without a shirt, you could see. Oh, it should get a little pudgy in the middle. But I never did show.
Huh.
Well,
usually boys are like, they kind of just fill in. They kind of, you look a little bit overweight, but that's pretty much,
Yeah.
With girls, it's like a basketball. They're just like right there, and you can definitely tell. But if you're standing in back of me, you couldn't tell I was even pregnant.
Mm-hmm.
It's just weird how that works.
Jean's granddaughter, did she have a girl or a boy?
Boy.
Oh, wow. But we do. Jean's this guy we know, this woman we know, her husband from a prior marriage or whatever, his granddaughter.
Yeah.
Okay, so she's over here riding horses, and we're talking to the.
I'm like, how many months pregnant is she? Oh, she's not pregnant. She's just pudgy. I'm like, really?
Yeah, she just put on a little weight, and I'm looking at her. I'm like, she put all the weight is concentrated in the baby area. She's like all over, except she's got this huge baby bump sticking out. I'm like, I told her.
Oh my God! And then a month later, she has a baby. I mean, that's how pregnant she was, and she's here riding this screwy horse that's like rearing up and everything. I'm like, I think to myself, Jesus Christ, you're even because when I went in, they said we don't really want you riding horses anymore or whatever. So, because it's a big deal. And here it's a month before the baby's doing. She's not riding like a normal tame horse. No, she's riding the screwiest horse she owns. I was like, oh my God.
And she knew.
Yeah,
Yeah, they should just keep it a secret.
Yeah.
But I said it in front of the woman. I said it. She goes. She says, no. I said, well, then you must believe in the Easter Bunny, and I said, I'm not a gynecologist, but that girl's pregnant. Somebody better tell the baby she's not pregnant.
Oh my gosh.
Anyway. I hated being pregnant.
It didn't bother me.
That was like the best. I really didn't have any problems being pregnant. I felt like I had energy and I was good.
Everybody pays attention to you.
Yeah.
And I did everything I did just the same as when I wasn't pregnant. Other than I didn't ride horses as much, but it didn't really get. Only thing I'll say is at the end, because I was induced when they did the
Sally
in your spine, it was hard to bend over, and Sally's asleep.
Sally, you need to go to bed.
I don't know if she was like sitting on my spine or what, but
well, I can't speak from that because I only ever had one. So
I hated the feeling of being pregnant. I hated being pregnant. I hated it.
Oh,
I like the outcome. Don't get me wrong. I love my kids, but yeah, if I could have had my kids without being pregnant, I would have been fine.
Yeah, I never really got morning sickness or anything. The only thing I couldn't do is I couldn't eat in a Chinese buffet.
If I didn't eat, I'd get sick. But if I ate, I was fine.
Yep. Well, I guess we'll wrap it up for today.
We'll wrap it up.
Yeah, we're gonna just wrap it up.
Well, kid, you learned where resellers come from.
I hope
My
everybody has
biggest
a
problem.
sorry.
My biggest problem is, believe it or not, I'm very modest. And you can't be very modest when you're pregnant.
No. No. I mean you got
I
yeah.
know it's hard to believe, but I am.
No, yeah, I always think whenever I think of you, Nikki, I'm thinking I bet you she's like this real exhibitionist nudist that just just that's the first thing I think of when I saw you.
Yeah.
You know what else you can't be modest is when they're keeping tabs on your colon.
Yeah.
It just is what it is. You just gotta mentally go to a happy place.
Put out for that when you have a baby. You're
Yeah,
so
but now
awake.
when they first examine to decide what they're doing, you're not.
Okay.
Anyway,
I guess my computer said, "All right, you're done. We're gonna just turn you off here." Well, I hope, like I was saying, I hope everybody has a great day and
Bye, everybody.
lots of sales, and we'll
Listing
see you.
challenge on Sunday.
Yes, listing challenges on Sunday.
Don't forget Dwayne's auction tonight and tomorrow night.
Yep.
double matter auctions this weekend.
2 days in a row.
Can we
Yeah.
handle that much, Dwayne?
Oh yeah, we can. No problem. All right, guys.
Bye, everybody.
We'll see you later.
Bye.
Bye.
See you later.